Hello everybody, welcome back to another video here on the channel. Back again here with another adventure, another camping adventure for you. And today is Thursday, November 16th, 2023. It's about 4 o'clock p.m. and I just got to my campsite here at a place called Chassahowitzka River Campground. And it's a campground that's about an hour north of Tampa, right on the west coast of Florida. Really cool looking campground. It's in this like deeply wooded area here. And my particular campsite, which is campsite number 70, is kind of more of like a primitive campsite. As you can see, surrounded by this thick vegetation. You can actually pull your car up to the campsite. So it is a pull-in site where you can pull right up, just like you see here. But it's very primitive. You have to go down this dirt road for a couple minutes. As you can see right here, that's where you get into in this thick wooded area. And it's been raining all day. So as you can see, it's really muddy here. And it was raining all day yesterday, so a little flooded here, but I think we can make do with it. Even my, look at this, even my fire pit is flooded out. So hopefully that will dry out so I can enjoy a campfire tonight. But as I said, it's about 4 o'clock p.m. so I was just getting set up here, literally just pulled up and put my my canopy up here so I can try to do the rest of my setting up, you know, and stay a little dry here while I'm doing that underneath the canopy. But just going to give you a quick little tour here of this campsite. It's really cool. So as I said, there's like just tons of like woods that you're surrounded by. You do have, you can see your the neighbors' campsites a little bit here. Like for instance, here's the campsite next to mine. I think this is like 68 or 69. My site is site 70. And then this is the other site next to mine here as well. Doesn't look like they're being occupied. But just give you a quick glimpse of what the area looks like. So you pull right in here, very private. There's the next door site here. This is on the outer loop. So there's a site right across from mine that's on an inner loop that's not as private. So best to get the ones on the outer loop here. But there's no bathroom area in this section. You kind of have to drive back over to the main campground where the RVs camp at. This is there's no RVs that can camp. They are allowed to use these sites here. This is all just strictly car camping, or tent camping, I should say. Yeah, so I'm just gonna get finished setting up here and then get back with you in a little bit. All right. Alright guys, so just a little update for you. It's about 5 o'clock p.m. here. Got everything pretty much all set up here. Got the tent pitched. And it's still drizzling just a little bit. I feel like it is starting to slow down, which is good. But my fire pit is still flooded. Really hoping that dries up so I can enjoy a nice campfire tonight. Got some firewood and everything. But it's going to be a little hard to enjoy that if this is looking flooded. I guess another option could be I can try to go to like a hardware store or something and pick up one of those metal fire pan type of things. So we'll see. But for now, I'm just gonna take a little break, chill here, and enjoy this nice blueberry muffin that I bought from a little cafe along the way. So yeah, that's about it for now. Check back in with you in a little bit. All right. All right, guys. So just started to rain a little bit again. Keeps raining on and off. Just decided to make myself a little fresh cup of coffee here. It's about 5:35 p.m. and so yeah, I mean, since the day's pretty much almost gone, the plan for today, and also because the still keeps raining. The plan for today is just to kind of hang out here at the campsite. I'm here for 2 nights, so my plan tomorrow is to do some hiking. There's some really good hiking trails around here. The Florida Trail runs through some areas pretty close by, so that's going to be my plan for tomorrow, is to do some hiking along the Florida Trail. And I'm going to show you a little bit of this campground as well. Yeah, hopefully it's a better day tomorrow. I can get out there, do some hiking. But for now, just gonna hang out here for a little bit, and I'll check back in with you later. All right. Good morning, guys, and welcome back to another rainy day here at Chassahowitzka River Campground. So it's about 8:30 a.m. Just woke up, made myself a cup of coffee, and it's still raining. So last night I didn't really get to do a whole lot. Just kind of hung out at the campsite. Rained pretty much the whole night. I think there was maybe like an hour or two of when it didn't rain. And honestly, I just ended up sleeping in the car because I wasn't sure how this tent would hold up with so much rain behind me here, because it's just it's one of those typical Walmart instant pop-up tents, Ozark Trail. But surprisingly, I checked the inside of the tent in the morning, and it actually held up very nicely. It was dry, no leaks. So I'm here for another night, and I'm probably just gonna end up sleeping in the tent tonight because I slept horribly in the car, very uncomfortable there. So yeah, hopefully it'll stop raining at some point today, and the plan is to do a little bit of hiking on some hiking trails around here. And there's another place I want to check out called Three Sisters Springs. It's one of the springs that they have here in Florida with the crystal clear water. And then I'm gonna try to show you guys a little bit of this campground here. Campsites are really nice, and Chassahowitzka River Campground is located right along this river, Chassahowitzka River. So it's mainly a campground a lot of people stay at for fishing and kayaking. They have this very scenic rivers around here that you can take kayaks through. Some of them, at some parts of the rivers, they have like the real crystal clear water that you see in some of the popular springs here. Some of the, give you guys a little tour of this campground. It's not a very popular campground, at least I don't think it is. I've never heard of it. I had to really do a lot of research on some campsites around here to find this one. Super quiet, at least it was for me last night. I don't know if it's just because it was horrible weather or no one decided to go camping, but literally had the whole primitive campsite area. There's about like 30 different campsites in the primitive area here of the campground, and there was probably like me and maybe 2 other people camping, so it felt like I had the whole place to myself. But yeah, it looks like it actually might be looks like the rain's starting to die down here, hopefully. So I'm gonna just enjoy my coffee, make a little breakfast, and then give you guys a little tour of the different campsites that are around here. So I'll check back in with you guys in a little bit. All right. Alright, so check it out, guys. Just finished cooking up my world famous breakfast omelet. There it is, guys. So it's got some green peppers, some red onions, some green onions. Got it on a nice warm toasted bread there. This is my go-to right here. Love this breakfast. I eat it almost every single day. So I'm gonna enjoy this breakfast here. Looks like it did stop raining, which is great. So once I munch on this here, I'll give you a little campground tour, and then I think it's gonna be time to head out and try to do some hiking and some trails around here. So, all right. Alright guys, so had a nice hearty breakfast and I think I'm ready to do some exploring. But before we do that, I'm just going to show you a little glimpse of the campground here at Chassahowitzka River Campground. Looks like the sun's coming out. It's looking like a nice day, so go ahead and take a little stroll here around some of these sites. So you can see my site is number 70. Very nice site, kind of tucked in deep back here, and got plenty of room. Now remember, these are tent only sites. They don't allow RVs or trailers in this section. It's more of like a primitive section. There's no electric hookup. Some of the sites have a water spigot next to them. Every so often you'll see one. This particular site number 70, does not have the water spigot next to it. And also, just something to note is that the Wi-Fi is terrible here. I don't get basically any reception in this section here. Not sure if it's the same, if that's the case for some of the other sites, but this particular one, site number 70, this is kind of tucked in towards the back of the campground. So this one doesn't have any reception, any internet or Wi-Fi. So just something to note there. But let's continue on here. And here's the site next to mine. 68, another nice big site. Looks like I got some neighbors that pulled in, getting set up. So look how shaded this campground is. These nice big trees. Some of the sites are pretty open, like this one, site number 62. It's on the inner loop. So this one's kind of open to everything, not as much privacy. But it's kind of like a big group site. You can fit a ton of tents here, as you can see. It's got two picnic tables also. And they got some trash cans every now and then too. Some more sites here. 63. Now another thing to note is that it is a little tough to get into the site on some of them. They're kind of narrow, like this one, and there's a lot of like big roots and stuff in the way. So just something to note when you're like backing in. You got to be a little careful with the trees, because there's not a lot of room to back in and out of. And go check out some more of these sites here. When I was here yesterday, there was hardly anybody. I think there was like me and two other people. There's another one here, 58. Here's this water spigot here. I'm not sure if it's potable water. I believe it probably is, otherwise, yeah, it's here you go. It says drinking water, so this is potable water you could use. And we'll just walk over to the to the front here. And I'm guessing these are all sites here. Yeah, this is site 55, so some of them have some odd shapes to them. Like this one's almost like a little bit of a loop. It's pretty muddy on this one too. I don't see a picnic table or fire ring on this one. Maybe it's no longer a site. And then, so this is basically the start of the loop for the primitive campsites here. So you just go down through that way, and then it comes back around here. And down this way is where you're going to get to the main campground where the RVs and trailers are at. And then also that's where the bathhouse is, and the clubhouse, which I'll be making my way to in a little bit. And then they also have this like dock area where you can rent kayaks and canoes and like I think fishing gear and stuff. Pretty cool little spot there, like right on the river. So I'll give you guys a little glimpse of that too. Let's go around this. Loop here. Show you guys a little more. There's another water spigot. Take some of these guys for some trash bags. And then over here, they have a little outhouse. This is basically like the designated bathroom area for the primitive sites. They don't have showers or anything. It's just basically a porta potty. But what I've been doing is just driving over to the main bathhouse. They have the showers, the restrooms, sinks, all that. So a little bit easier to use that. But over here, so you got some more sites. There's a nice big one right here, although it's pretty exposed to everything, not as much privacy. Site number 80. Actually, yeah, this is site number 80. '82. Some of them, it looks like they don't have any. Like this one doesn't have a picnic table or fire ring. It's kind of interesting. Not sure why they don't have it there. This guy was here yesterday. Hi, how are you? It's a nice site right here. This one doesn't go as deep as mine. And here's the one next to me. Site 71 is also pretty nice. Some trees around it. Gotta tell you though, I think mine might be one of the best ones. Mine's got the picnic table, the fire ring, nice deep site. Doesn't get much better than this. Alright guys, so just making my way out of the primitive campsite area here. I'm gonna go head over to the bathhouse, the main bathhouse they have. So I'll show you a little bit of what the RV and trailer sites look like. Pretty similar actually to the ones here, a little bit not as private actually as these primitive ones. It's coming up right over here. So here's a couple of them right here. As you can see, there's not as much vegetation surrounding the sites. They're all pretty open. and they all look pretty much similar to each other. This is kind of what you're going to get with the RV and trailer sites. They do have electric and water, I believe, on each site, and then also picnic table and fire ring. They're very close to each other, not much privacy at all. And oh, here's the bathhouse here. Alright guys, so after I hit up the bathhouse, I'll show you a little bit of what the Chassahowitzka River Campground dock area looks like, where you can kind of dock your, I think you can dock your boats, and then that's also where the check-in station is. And also they have like a little convenience store there, and you can do like the kayak rentals there too. So I'll show you that next. Alright guys, so just gonna make my way over to the dock area just to give you guys a little glimpse of that. So just gonna take this little road here, and little parking area right up here. Alright guys, so let's go have a quick look. So here is the dock area. Got the canoe and kayak rentals. Pull up your boat right here. It's the boathouse. And they got a little area here to enjoy the views. And check out the view, guys. It's the view of Chassahowitzka River Campground. So this looks like a really cool place to do some kayaking. Next time I come here, I'm definitely going to be looking into that, because these rivers look really cool to explore. Alright guys, so that's your tour of the Chassahowitzka River Campground boathouse area. They have the convenience store right there too. You can get some supplies, whatever you need, food, snacks, do your kayak rentals and canoe rentals, and pull up your boat there. But now it's time to do a little bit of exploring on some trails, so let's go.